podcaster. Okay, we're going to get started in just about a minute or two, so we're trying to get one more thing up and running.
Oh, son of a monkey.
Tell them when you tell them to rate the panel, if they rate you 5 stars, you get a slightly warmer room next year.
That is true. Are you guys really cold right now?
And are you hungry? Because they got the barbecue smell going on. We've got the smoke wood coming up through.
Yeah. It's
I feel like if it was warmer, the barbecue smell would be so pervasive, your face would just
Let me make sure this
dissolve.
If you know what? If all we get out of this is the opening theme, I'll feel like a champion.
Okay, does the theme work?
Yes.
Welcome to Technical Difficulties, the show.
If that's on your bingo square, go ahead and mark it.
Go ahead and mark it, because I'm
Because
sure it's there.
technically it has started.
There should be a lot of you. All right. Welcome everybody. Yeah, we're gonna make this happen.
I'll go ahead and get started.
You do it. Yeah, you do it. You produce.
Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started, but before we do, my name is Jacob. This is going to be the H&H show. I am the producer, if you can't tell by the shirt. Thank you. Couple of quick things. It is before 10 o'clock, so we are going to try to keep the cursing to a minimum, but they're not really good at that, I promise you that.
We're gonna try.
They're going to do their best. We encourage audience participation, so we've got this wonderful catch mic that I'll be passing around. If you guys get bingo, scream it out. We've got some prizes.
Yeah, we'll do the bingo afterwards.
Hold your bingo.
Hold your bingo.
Hold your bingo.
The game.
All right. Well, without further ado, I'm going to give it over to Steven. We're going to rock and roll.
Let's do this thing.
Tires.
It's time for horseshoes and hand grenades, y'all. This is not going to sound really good. Nope, that's weak.
That is weak.
That's garbage. You know what? Never mind. We do have a really rad theme, but because I can't work a computer, it's not going to happen. But hey, everybody, welcome to Dragoncon. Let's cheer for Dragoncon. You guys are live on Twitch. Is everybody having a wonderful time? Has anybody? It's Sunday, so we're all like really worn down, but you guys are holding it together, right? You look pretty good. What are all your names, by the way?
Shout them all at once.
Shout them all at once, yeah.
Awesome. Great. Excellent. It's good to meet all of you.
Like one name.
You guys are all my new friends, so thank you for coming out and being a part of Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. What we're going to do, we're an odd show, that is
Yes,
true.
we're an odd show.
We're a show that does odd and crazy news, and me and Ashley generally go off the bunny trail based on said odd and crazy news and start telling you stories about ourselves and things that we've gone through, like this morning.
We also want to be louder than them because I'm competitive, so
Let's make that
be
happen.
louder than them.
Gosh, very well done. You guys are pros. You listen to people on microphones and do what they say. That's so awesome. So this morning, you guys, I go downstairs, and I need to go ahead and take care of some business. I go into the second floor Hilton bathroom. Someone has taken all the toilet seats. Did anybody else have that happen? You walk in your bathroom and there's a dude in the back who's like, yes, that happened to me.
At my school.
Well, hey, even better, like, hey, it happens everywhere. What is this? What kind of monster?
Savage. Yeah.
What kind of monster takes a toilet seat? Like all of them. Like I walked into one and I'm like, oh, toilet seat's missing. That's weird. Second one, okay, now we've got a pattern. Third one, something's wrong. And then the handicap stall, I went in there and the toilet seat was there, but the lock was gone on the door. And I was like, that's too risky. I felt like I'd been tricked, and it was a terrible experience. I go downstairs and I find a guy cleaning it up because something happened last night. I don't know what you people do down there. But I go down to the basement one, and I'm walking along, and there's like stuff on the floor, like black marks everywhere. I'm like, that's shoes, that's fine. And then I walk in, and some guy's got like 2 toilet paper rolls and a Ziploc bag and a brush in his hands, and gloves. And I said, I'm gonna leave. And he goes, yeah. And I was like, I don't know what happened.
What was in the baggie?
I didn't spend enough time taking a moment to look. I just averted
Like,
my eyes.
is that cleaning protocol? You see, like, a rogue poo on the floor? Bingo.
Welcome to Dragoncon.
And you immediately think Ziploc baggie, and you like, what do you do with it after?
Well, apparently you shuffle across the floor very carefully to the trash can that you've got in the corner, because that's totally what this guy was doing.
Wouldn't you just take your, like, poop tongs and stick it, like, back in the toilet?
I would like someone to raise their hand if they've ever used a poop tong.
Poop tong?
Because I didn't. This is the first time I've ever heard
The
that.
poop stick.
Oh,
Have you guys
geez.
heard of a poop stick? Oh my God, you guys are... I have questions about your fiber. Okay, so a poop stick is a thing, and I had never heard of it. Because I don't, believe it or not, I don't care to talk about bathroom stories. And Steven was telling me about a poop stick one day, and I was like, you're so, but it's a thing. It's
an actual device. You can buy it on Amazon, I think.
So apparently if you are just a savage and eat like dinosaur food all day, and when you do deposit into the restroom and the flush is not powerful enough to suck it down,
They make
it's a poop knife. That's what it is, a poop knife. You have to break it up so it flushes. I mean, the guy back there that raised his hand.
He knows. That's pretty gross. So Dragoncon has been remarkably fun. This is our first time doing the podcasting track, and I've loved everything about it. Digital media track. Oh my gosh, I'm losing
They
points left and right.
change names and then they yell at you when you don't remember them.
But it has been a super rad experience, and I want to just thank all of you guys for deciding to pop down in these chairs and hang out with us for a little bit.
Give yourself a round of applause.
Don't you love that?
She gets extra points.
That's really just a way to get people to clap for you and make you feel good about it.
Did Jury say that?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was Brian or Jury said that. It's pretty amazing. But so this show, we've got a kind of a weird format when we do it live. We do a few weird news stories, and then we'll play some games with you guys for a little bit, and we have candy and stickers.
T-shirts.
The candy is sealed and wrapped and totally from the manufacturer, so don't freak out taking it.
I only licked like 3 pieces.
Yeah, I made Ashley put all those back, because it was like, listen, we got a budget, we can't do that. So, but
No poop sticks for a
that's right, not this time. Unless we're giving them away, which may be an idea for the next time.
No, I'm not on board with that.
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea. So every show we start with a factoid of the week. So we're going to give you guys a factoid. This one is themed on Dragoncon. Jacob, our producer over there, gets all these notes. We have not read them ahead of time, so this show is really his fault. If you all my fault. Yeah, totally did it. So our factoid of the week this week is cosplay or how do you spell it?
Way to stick Japanese in there.
I'm going to pretend that that's not a real word that I can say. Cosplay comes from the land of manga and anime in Japan. The word was first used in the year 1984 and was the outcome of the increasing popularity of comic book conventions in and around Japan. It was Nobuyuki Takahashi from Studio Hard who coined the term after having participated in the World Science Fiction Convention in Los Angeles the same year. I did not know it was that old. Did you guys who cosplay know that cosplay was that old of a word, 1984?
Are any of you even that old?
Nice,
here?
Mario knew. Yeah. That's awesome. I thought it was new. Like, I think I first heard about it 10 years ago or something.
So when you go to the bar tonight and you're hitting on someone, you can use that really esoteric factoid as a pickup line and then go back home
Did you
alone.
know cosplay? We did used to pitch these things as pickup lines.
Yeah, they were pickup lines.
That stopped around episode 15 when people were like, this isn't working.
Yeah,
We're like,
we
okay.
didn't have a success rate.
Well, now
with
it's just
factoids.
it's a factoid of the week now. Sorry, guys. You can just learn something new and use it in your daily life, because that comes up all the time. But yeah, we'll move on. Since we're short on time, we usually ramble for like 30 minutes, but we've got like, I don't know, a clock watcher
This
over here.
guy's, yeah.
World News section is where we tell you guys about something that happens all around the world. First up, robot pole dancers to debut at French nightclub. So if you're in France, this could be exciting. Robots and artificial intelligence has long been touted as a replacement for humans carrying out jobs around the world. However, robots are rarely thought of as pole dancers in nightclubs, but that is exactly what's happened in Nantes, France. 2 robot dancers wearing high heels and topped with a CCTV camera for a head will debut at that. That sounds very like
That's not sexy.
cyberpunky. That is not something I mean, in general, I'm not for this idea, but I should keep reading. They'll debut at the SC Club in the French city to celebrate its 5th anniversary next week. The bots were the brainchild of British artist Giles Walker, who has overlaid their metal bodies with parts from plastic mannequins.
Also gross.
This is like the part in Toy Story where all the toys creep out from under the bed and they all glued together in duct tape. This is not what you... Who wants to do this? I mean, if you do, that's cool. That's your thing, and I'm not here to yuck your gum. Like, let's
What?
go to France.
No. Who? Okay. What? The edited word. Does yuck your yum mean, or harsh your yum?
It means that you're, like, really into it. Like, you're eating
I have never
popcorn
heard that
and
until I
you're like,
came
yum.
here, and I heard someone on a panel say, "I'm not here to harsh anybody's yum," and I wanted to hit her. Is that harsh?
Oh.
See, that makes more sense to me. But like, what's a yum?
It was always poop on your parade was my thing, or pee in your cornflakes. You know, that was
harsh
when I was a
your
kid.
Yum.
But yeah, so just,
Somebody figure out where that comes from. Okay, please.
to be fair, pooping on your parade or peeing in your cornflakes is a lot more ugly than yuck your yum.
Doesn't it rain on your parade?
Maybe. I always thought it was the other way. I'm right, you're wrong. Who has the microphone? We both do, we lose. Referring to their CCTV camera heads, he said the robots aim to play with the notion of voyeurism, posing the question of who has the power between the voyeur and the observed person. I don't like the notion of voyeurism. I think that's a bad thing in general. Like, it's a legal sense.
Sure.
Yeah,
Like, there's a really big market for that.
He came up with the concept a decade ago and has toured and loaned out the robots over the past few years. Despite the rise of robot workforces, club owner Laurent Roux said the new members of staff will not replace the 10 human dancers who currently perform there, instead saying it was a way of honoring the technology.
Can you imagine getting replaced by a robot with, like, Barbie boobs?
Like mannequin, bolted on in a big
Should you be
CCTV
offended or just, like, move?
I don't know. My question is, does the TV show a face, or is it like just an advertisement for like?
No, it would have to be like a little smiley face.
Weird.
And then if you touch it without asking, it makes a frowny face. Consent bot 3000.
Oh, I like that. Get your Consent Bot 3000 today. Comes with many options.
I'm like not okay with doing this without music. I need someone to hum. Like hum between sections.
Well, I could try to do our midsection themes with the humming.
Okay.
You want me to try that?
Yeah.
WTF. You guys want me to do that from now on? We've only been doing this show for 500 episodes. You'd hope I do the theme.
That was pretty good. Oh, is it me?
Yeah, so this is the WTF
It's
segment.
my
So she might have
turn.
missed that there was a segue.
Oh, good. 74-year-old accused of getting entire church high on weed cookies.
They couldn't have done that on purpose.
Hallelujah!
Hallelujah!
6 congregation members ended up in the emergency room after attending church.
They ate a lot of cookies.
It happens.
Or that was a potent cookie, one or the other.
Church gets, rousing.
Yes, these cookies are amazing. Sing another one.
Sing another one?
Yeah.
Sing a
like a
cookie.
hymn. Like a hymn, they're yelling at you.
I get it. I get the word
see?
now.
Follow me.
A 74-year-old parishioner identified as Mr. For some reason, I thought it was a woman, but it's a dude. Is that sexist?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I actually thought the same thing.
Okay.
I thought it was a nice elderly lady.
Me too, yeah. She's like, oh, look what I found in my garden.
Yeah, I made them with coca leaves. Delicious. That's not weed. That's different. I don't know drugs. Steven is naive on your bingo cards, everybody. I don't know drugs.
By the way, if they do bingo, they can shout out. I'll just number it. We already got our first one.
Oh,
We got bingo over
again,
there.
Kelly Lynn Colby.
If somebody says bingo, just say it, and I'll just number it.
There you go.
Say it to her,
Yeah.
because we won't know what to do with it. So Mr. Jones baked some cookies and took them to church, as one does. The other congregants thought they were partaking in a bit of sinful cookie eating, lol, but didn't realize just how sinful.
Is cookie eating really sinful? Like, who wrote this article? I feel like cookie eating is not that bad of a thing.
I don't know.
Well,
It depends on like what Facebook group you're in.
Yeah, no, like if it's a pineapple Oreo or something, that's pretty bad.
What's a pineapple Oreo?
Like if you how they're making all those weirdo Oreos now, like red velvet, which is pretty awesome.
Quick hands up in the air. Who enjoys Oreos? You all need to
Everybody.
leave.
I actually won't eat anything unless it's like coated in coconut oil and wheatgrass. So
I'll eat a cookie. I just so. What are Oreos actually made out of?
You don't want to.
yeah, who
It's not
cares?
like
Thank you.
Plasticized milk product. It doesn't even say milk on it, does it?
No, the night
I think we have an answer.
Okay.
It knows exactly what an Oreo is made of.
The new stuff is basically just whipped processed sugar, but the original actually was animal fat and sugar whipped together. So
Okay, so
lard,
those are food.
and it was delicious, and now it's terrible.
Okay.
I would argue it's not terrible, but it is different. It's like,
Worse.
yeah, it's not as good
yeah.
as it was
He
before.
eats them and then immediately has like an allergic reaction and hates his life,
It's so good.
but continues
Who
to
cares?
eat them.
It's like, I see family value pack, more like single serving. Like, it's wrong. I can't sit with them close by, or I'll just be like pounding and like, what happened? I leveled 15 times in Warcraft. I need more Oreos. This is not far from a true story, to be honest.
It's okay.
No.
Oh gosh, the churchgoers aged 12 to 70 ended up in the emergency room after attending a service in Bloomington, Indiana.
Oh no! Like that's pretty bad.
I feel like
you shouldn't
that's
feed your
the-
children drugs. You shouldn't. No one should do drugs, right? That's wrong. So we're gonna say that. But I mean, you definitely shouldn't feed your weed cookies to children. Yeah, at a bare minimum.
If you
at least
learn
feed them.
nothing else, do not feed your weed.
I hope you all take away
children.
lots of knowledge from us running our mouths up here.
The churchgoers reported to the hospital with adverse effects and said the cookies tasted unusually salty. I feel like this is about to get grosser.
It seems that way.
Jones initially denied adding anything to the cookies, but police searched his home and ended up finding an orange pill bottle containing capsules of brown oily substance, which later tested positive for marijuana. I thought,
Like it's
how
not like
do
a
you make it-
CBD pill, but someone sold him like instead of CBD,
Yeah,
it was like
maybe he was
THC
just trying to make like everybody healthier and like not have epilepsy.
He's like you, like in the kitchen, like, there's a coconut oil and here's a thing, and I put it all together, like a Swedish chef, but with healthy ingredients.
I'll do the borky board.
I'm
He won't. When I
not
have
a
to do stuff,
jukebox,
he won't,
man.
yeah.
Like, do this. No.
We are
Dance, monkey, dance.
we are praying for thoughts and prayers. We're praying for everyone involved, said Father Daniel Mahan of the church. We're praying for Mr. Jones because he's a bad man and weeded children. We're keeping in prayer those who took ill that Sunday, and we're praying for justice and mercy. We have a runner from the front row. Where's our
They're
nut?
leaving. They're leaving. Someone stop those men.
They took our
That's
cookies.
the pants. Get them.
We stole that from.
Oreos.
Oh yeah, that's good. They're coming back. They're like.
They look like maybe they had already had the cookies.
You made us really hungry.
They were a little upset about your comment about don't do drugs, so I think.
Now let's not drag them through the mud, Jacob. That sounds terrible.
We're harshing their yum.
We're harshing their mellow. I like that. That's cool. Like, is that?
That's 90s.
Where does that even come from?
See,
Like, what's
yeah,
it-
we've heard
mean,
that.
Turned on a movie long ago.
Yeah, the '60s. Yeah. Okay, we've gone further back. I like that. Harshing my mellow. I'm learning new fun things. I swear like Yosemite Sam, like I'm not a swearer. So I'm always like, dag nabbit, corn flour, dabba da. And so I need new words and phrases like that to help add to my library.
I feel like you kind of sound like a pretentious doobie if you say that, though.
What?
Stop harshing my
I
mellow.
don't think so. I think it sounds fine coming from her.
Well,
Look.
yeah, she sounded good,
She's
but you're not her.
But if I say it, it's a problem. Now, if I've heard that before, Stephen, you shouldn't do that, what you're doing.
Yeah, so there's people that can get away with stuff, just stuff that nobody should be able to get away. Like that kid in class that does stuff that you always get in trouble for.
Mm-hmm.
Steven was the kid who wouldn't do it because the second he did,
Oh, yeah.
he would get in trouble for it.
It was always that way. So, in other words, I'm the lame person that wasn't doing all the cool things all the other kids were doing. So here I am. I know.
Yes.
That cool
in the
kids.
basement of Dragoncon.
I'm in a Dragoncon basement. It's actually not that cold in here because all of you guys are here breathing. So keep doing that, and we're gonna be just fine.
You
Everybody's
can
just
keep existing.
We'll keep
with
producing
vigor.
hot air, and you keep breathing, and we're all gonna be all together. And the barbecue's smelling great, right? Like, is everybody hungry?
No.
You know, you're gonna walk out here. Like, it's like when you go into a cigar place and you come out smelling like a humidor, and your wife's like, "Where have you been?" Like, I was just out
With
there
Mindy at the.
with Mindy at the.
What is it? What's this? I don't want to say.
I don't know
Okay,
what it
whatever.
is.
Listen,
Whatever.
You want to do this?
No, I want
Start
to
with a
do
C?
one more story.
Oh, okay.
What's the strip club in Atlanta that starts with a C?
Children's.
Claremont.
There it is.
Yeah, that's Don't go to anywhere
It's a
like that.
steakhouse.
It's a steakhouse. So Jacob goes on a company trip one time, finds himself going to the strip house or steakhouse restaurant. He comes home. Jacob, you tell the story. You tell your strip house story.
Oh yeah, so it was in San Diego, and they have a restaurant called the Strip House. And so I expensed it, of course, because I'm on a business trip. And so the auditor comes back and says, we don't reimburse you for places at the strip club. And I said, but it's not a strip club. And they said, right. I'm like, no, serious. They sell New York strips. And they're like, uh-huh. Yep, that's exactly what I
I feel like
believe.
a
So,
Google search could have.
yeah, it did. Ultimately, they ended up paying for it, but the bottom line is be careful with what you expense in the restaurants you.
Jake had a big conversation with HR about the strip house and like,
Walking with L between his legs.
you can't do that, sir. It's like, no, please.
Expected better of you here at this business.
All right, so we've got news better left untold, and I never know what this section's gonna be about.
Do the music.
It's that shocked hamster thing, you know, like that sound.
Oh, the
was
meme
terrible.
where the little
Yeah,
prairie
it turns
dog
around. Yeah,
muffin
I'm
thing.
kind of tone deaf, you guys, so those probably aren't really even.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, so listen, I'm not a musician, I'm a guitar player. It's completely different. How many guitar players are in here play an instrument? Yeah, like,
What?
you know,
Oh, wow.
you know it's up. Yeah, mostly you're just reading tabs and you're like, match number with finger, and done, I've made music. Ta-da! That's what we all do, it's fine. So Red Bull...
Welcome to the front row.
Yes, welcome. Thank you for participating. Look how brave you are, sitting in the front row.
We're gonna
seats.
immediately leave.
Are we gonna give people ponchos? It's like a Gallagher show. When do we break this? When do we blow up the watermelon? Right, like you're like, who's Gallagher? I don't know where
I
you're
don't
going.
get that reference.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get it. It's got like
Steven watches the weirdest stuff. Like, he was born several decades too late.
Oh yeah, I grew up on like Happy Days and the Dick Van Dyke Show and I Love Lucy and stuff. Like when Nickelodeon extended an hour, I was the one kid who was angry about it. Yeah, right? Yeah, because Dick Van Dyke comes on at 9 and you can't stay up to watch it anymore. You've got to go to bed. They didn't consult me, you know? They didn't call and say, hey kid, would you like to watch more old TV that your parents didn't even watch? Yes, I would, thank you very much. Gosh.
Actually missed F Troop, and if I watch
Dude, yes.
it's so culturally insensitive.
Oh yeah, it was good time, you know. Yeah, F Troop, by the way, for those in the audio that didn't hear that.
nothing.
Yeah, I don't remember F Troop. Egarn and Sarge, and yeah, it was awesome.
My dad let me watch Aliens when
yeah.
I was 4. That was my childhood.
Yes, well done.
We are so normal, too.
Yes, you find things. That's how it works. Red Bull to pay Canadians who did not receive wings after drinking it. Wait, what? Oh no! Red Bull gives you wings. I didn't. Steven is naive again on the thing. You know the slogan, Red Bull, it gives you wings. If I would read what Jacob writes, then I would be able to do this. Why are you staring at me in fear?
Because I don't write it. I just take the news article straight from the news source. I don't try to manipulate it because that would
Yes,
be wrong.
you do.
Well, it's really great that you write all of these yourself, Jacob.
That's exactly right.
No, we really don't, and you know, anybody can do this job. The majority of people, I'm kidding. I love
Hey,
you.
how about a raise?
Yeah, sure. Here's 0 to 0.
Oh, okay.
She like hit a sticker.
Hey.
They're married, so this is totally fine. He can't even run away. I mean, he could, but I'd find him. You're mine now. I've got 10 foot of rope. I did hog tie him and bring him back.
That was last weekend.
A majority of people read it as a clever bit of branding, one indicating the energy drinks high caffeine content, leave it at that. But where there's a slogan with wiggle room, a class action lawsuit is rarely far behind. And so Red Bull will now be paying anybody in Canada who felt misled by that slogan and would like to make about $10 as compensation for their disappointment.
Why just Canada? Because
I know, I want in on this.
Yeah.
I don't even like Red Bull, but I will go drink one, you know, just to see if I could get some cash.
I've never understood those adverts. I'm just like, these are dumb, and
Well, I
they're
mean-
weirdly drawn, and they're dumb.
Well, they're weirdly drawn, yeah, but I mean, they're catchy, you know? Some have been kind of perverse, if you ask me, to be on daytime television. In between your colonoscopy ads, you know, like, it's not what you want. You ever watch Price is Right in the morning, and you're like inundated with, what is this?
Never been sick.
Yes, right? Ever. Or when she's sick, she's like doing something normal, like playing Zelda or like WoW or something. And,
Wait, your normal's confused.
yeah, you're probably right. I watch Price is Right, and I'm like, oh, look, a new ad for catheters. I can't wait to get them there. This is really exciting. But they're also happy when they're talking about it. So I can only imagine that this process without these catheter companies is really rough and terrible for them to have to find, like, they get them shipped straight to the door. It's the same ad you get for the diabetes, you know?
Wait, is that like the ads where everything is hard as a human?
No,
Like,
no,
getting your
no.
Tupperware is hard.
No, like you're making spaghetti and they just like throw it
Yeah.
across the room.
It, like, ends up on the
splatters all over.
ceiling.
Making spaghetti is hard, but not with the Spaghetti Strainer 9000. You just run it right in and
You do it like a normal human.
Absolutely ridiculous, but it's fun.
Plus
you know, those are
$20.
fun. If you ever want to do some kind of fun video, you could do that. You know, like I had a buddy make a reverse purse. That was like, it's because you can't find anything when it falls in a purse. Like, I mean, dudes can't. I mean, I give my wife something, and she's like, "Oh, there, I found this right where I said it was." I'm like, "It wasn't in there a minute ago. How do you work
No,
this thing?"
so no, guys can't find anything, and I stand behind that 1,000. Like, cannot find anything. So, okay, well, I won't stand up because you can't hear me. We've got a spice cabinet, right? Because Jacob likes to cook, and it's a well-endowed spice cabinet. It's
really a
benefited
awesome
from some
descriptor.
Artificial or natural?
coconut oil and spice. And so he will do this thing. So he'll just open the cabinet. Honey, I can't find the cinnamon. And we use cinnamon like every day, right? I'm like,
Like in the Kirkland's
it's directly
container.
in front of you where you would reach up and grab it. Can't find the cinnamon. Walk up, move something slightly to the side, pick up this. It wasn't there. I didn't see it. Because you guys don't look with your hands, you look with your face, and you can't see through stuff.
We can yell that when we touch stuff.
Okay, that's he does have a point.
I feel vindicated.
Thank you for that.
Our security has a point. Okay.
Okay, so
Continue.
back to the $10 compensation. Daily Hive reports that Red Bull has settled a class action filing from this past February to the tune of $850,000 over accusations of deceptive marketing. That sounds like a cool thing to get
What kind
into.
of lawyers would you have to have that would? That's why they can't do it here.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't hold. Because a normal person wouldn't think that you're actually gonna go.
Yeah. I
That's
want a
probably-
degree in deceptive marketing. Can I get that? like is that like the Sally Struthers like rolling list of things? TV VCR repair.
I do get that one.
Yeah, it is you computer programming, TV VCR repair, deceptive marketing, which is kind of funny and ironic, like deceptive marketing on a deceptive marketing channel commercial. That's pretty good.
Isn't whatever? I'm done.
You can't keep pouring that water like that, man.
I know, it's just. But it's got ice cubes in it. I feel like that's not a natural pee sound.
No, you're right. That's more ASMR-y. Like, you just hold it up to the microphone and wiggle it
If
around.
your pee
Everybody will fall asleep.
splunks, you may need to see a doctor. There we go. That's why he's so excited about the catheter.
Yes, I'm so excited. I was excited about the catheters. I thought they were pretty great myself. The lawsuit was built up on the premise that drinking Red Bull does not give you wings or result in improved performance. Improved performance, maybe.
What,
It's an
okay,
energy
so
drink.
what's the parameters of performance? Like,
I don't know, maybe people type faster on Red Bull. Like, or like it's, gamers get sponsored by Red Bull. Maybe.
Why don't we ask the audience? What do you
Yeah,
guys
what's
think?
what's Red Bull improve? Like anybody?
Focus.
Focus? It's a focus thing? That's what do you
Jaeger! That one won. Okay.
All right, you get a bag of candy at the end of the show. Come see us.
Here, oh no, wait.
Give him the bag of candy.
There you are.
Feed that man. Actually, give the knight a bag of candy too
yeah,
for this
here.
thing and this
being
kind lady.
security.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. The lawsuit was built upon the premise that I read that already. Welcome to the show, everybody. As noted by Daily Hive, the suit was largely a replica of another successful class action lawsuit against Red Bull filed in the U.S. in 2013.
Okay.
They did do it. That an American suit was eventually settled to the much higher tune of $13 million.
Our legal system!
Because we're America and we have to go bigger and better. That's amazing.
It's stupid. It's not amazing.
I mean, yeah, like amazing, stupid.
So, okay, what they don't, like, you go to law school and they're like, here's your, by the way, our shirts. They're, Two Dorks University, it's got some Latin on it, but you go very deeply in
We
debt.
got like 9 bingo.
Okay.
Okay, so, yeah.
We're gonna be running out of shirts.
Great work on those cards, Davo. Could have made them harder. What are you doing? You're killing me. I'm gonna go broke. I won't go broke.
More squares.
There's tiny ears.
Bingo. And it all.
Are we checking these, or are you guys just like, I don't know? Well, liars. I don't know what to say.
I don't remember either. In the case of the Canadian lawsuit, it's probably worth noting that the plaintiff originally tried to receive compensation from the U.S. settlement, but was unable to do so. The Canadian legal action is a near copycat of its American counterpart, with one addition. They claim the Red Bull did not provide sufficient information regarding mixing the drink with alcohol. At this point, Red Bull's settlement seems kind of like when a parent gives in to their child's incessant screaming and buys them a toy just to get them to stop. Yes.
Jacob does that with me.
So, I mean, I do that with my 4-year-old, so it checks out. You know, so. Anyway, if you happen to live in the Great White North and you've been imbibed Red Bull between 2007 and now, and feel that it's been telling you unforgivable lies, this is all clever writing. I can't read clever writing. What kind of show do you think
Ron
this is?
Burgundy has failed.
So anyway, go to Canada, and if you drink one between 2007 and now, you can get $10. So it's pretty great. Any Canadians in the house? Former Canadians? No Canadians at Dragoncon.
I've met one so far, so I feel
Which is shocking because you're also friendly at Dragoncon. Like, this is the friendliest con. Like, people are holding elevators and doors open. One lady sacrificed her foot so I could get an elevator.
Awesome!
She was just like nonchalant, like Iron Man, just stuck her foot out, like it just closed on it and opened back up. And she's like, what?
We were at the top too, at the restaurant, the Nikolai. Yeah.
The door, the elevator was guarded by the Russian Tsar. You're looking in and he's just staring daggers in you.
I'm surprised nobody googly-eyed him yet.
Oh, they should. Maybe elevators is not safe to googly eye.
That elevator shutters before it drops
safe
you.
Anyway. Yeah.
But yeah, she kicked her leg in there, and some guy made a comment. He's like, "You'd have felt like real bad if that wouldn't have worked out the way she thought it was."
so sad.
It was like 29 floors of missing leg.
Because I'm very empathetic. I would have taken all of that on me, like, oh no, what have I done to your foot? And it's like, you know, she decided to put her foot in the door. I didn't do it. Whatever. Well, we're about halfway through the show, and I think it's time for some audience participation. Do it.
There we go.
Gosh, the hype right here. Bag of candy. Like, oh my gosh. Bag of candy.
Yes, give her more sugar.
And whoever grabs that first can have it.
It's mine now.
Like my candy.
Okay.
Bag of candy. There's. Oh no, it's like a pinata.
Free ball for candy.
To be fair, I'd probably wrap that one.
Yeah, if they stay closed, I did it. If they don't, it was this guy.
I was talking while doing it. A shocker to everyone.
Hopper just joined us. Thanks for joining us, Hopper.
Thank you, Hopper.
Oh!
Great costume.
All right, so we got a couple games we're gonna play.
You want to do this one or the superhero?
You want to play two? Do you guys want to play 2 truths and a lie? Yes.
Link's in for it, yes.
He's in. Do you want to do like 2 contestants or 1 contestant at a time? How do we want to do this?
Do you want to do like a small team?
A small team, like 2 and 2, 3 and 3.
Let's do 3 and 3.
We planned this ahead of time.
Yeah, we're professionals.
Jacob, what do we do? 2 and 2 and 3 and 3.
Let's do 2 and 2s.
2 and 2. We need 2 volunteers. You, Mario, Little Link can come up and do this, and Top Hat. No, yeah, Top Hat. Top Hat.
There we go,
Top Hat.
Hat.
Let's go with Top Hat. Caught my attention with the Top Hat.
Your name is
Come on over here.
Yes, come on
Like,
up.
what do we do?
are on a team.
There we go.
You 2 are on the other team.
You guys can stand near each other if you want.
No, you can't hear each other.
They
Yeah.
need to discuss things.
Okay, you stand with this lovely lady right here.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So we're going to tell you a couple stories, or 3 stories.
Titles,
We're gonna tell you
story
3
titles.
stories. 2 of them are true. 1 of them is false. Your objective is to find the false story.
Discuss amongst yourselves.
Yeah, so being an odd news show, these are weird headlines that we're going to feed you, and you're going to say, okay, this one, we got to find
So
the
you
fake
want to
one.
tell us the lie? You just say A, B, or C.
Yeah,
To
we'll give
be
you, like,
clear here, these are stories that were featured on their show.
Yes.
Yeah, at one point. Except
one
for
point.
the
Except for the one that we pulled out of our
Yeah.
Proverbial bus.
We
tail.
pulled it out of somewhere, and we'll give you like 10 seconds to talk to each other about it. Words. Did you guys know it's Sunday night and I've been at a con for 4 days and haven't slept? That's what
He
that is.
decided that bringing a 4.5-year-old and, having him in the room would be super exciting and really good for your sleep.
No, I didn't think that. I just thought it'd be fun for him to be here.
No.
It's really,
It is, but
it's
no.
really fun when you're not trying to sleep. All right, here we go. First story. The Hells Angels Clubhouse in Coquitlam created a surprise Pokemon Go gym location, or was a surprise Pokemon gym location. Story B, studies show that people who let their dog lick their teeth clean have fewer cavities. Or C, it's so hot in Spain that manure self-ignited, sparking a 10,000-acre wildfire. 10 seconds to talk about it.
So you can repeat them if you-
Okay. A's, the Hell's Angels. B is the dog licking their teeth. And C, Hot in Spain, the manure.
All right, we're good. We're good. I said 10 seconds, but I kind of just guessed. All right, let's see what Top Hat and Mario came up with.
B.
B.
They say B.
All right, you're going with A. All right. A. The correct story, or the false story, is B. Study shows that people who lick their teeth
Nice job.
clean have fewer cavities. All right, we're gonna do like three and
switch it up.
switch it up. All right, cool. First story: 80 cans of WD-40 used to dislodge man from water slide tunnel. B. Woman armed with sword steals $150 from dry cleaners. Or C. Alabama man accused of training a meth-fueled attack squirrel. Alabama man. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
80 cans of WD-40 was A. $150 was stolen from a Cary dry cleaner.
With a sword.
Yep.
Or
Sword.
C is the meth-fueled attack squirrel.
I like all the laughs. That's good. All right, let's do it.
Let's let them go first.
We're gonna come over here to little link with the Two Dorks stickers all over it. That's awesome. Two Dorks is our little network of stuff we do, so it's great.
The squirrel guy.
The
you think it's the attack
guy.
squirrel?
The attack squirrel. All right.
We're gonna go with A.
You're gonna go with A. 80 cans of W40. The correct answer is A. 80 cans of W40. Man from Water Slide Tunnel. You guys are killing
I
it.
can see why you would think it was the squirrel, because that's insane.
You got this one.
Florida man.
Yeah, you're right. That was what threw you off. All right, I like it. We're gonna go on to the fourth one on there. Huh? Oh no, you. Oh yeah. That's right. They won. That's a good point. 3 out of 3. Yeah, they win. Thank you. Let's give them a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, everybody. Awesome. Thank you guys for playing. All right, so we need more people. Who wants to play this fun game? I saw a hand go up over here.
Fun.
Let's get the rainbow wristband. Was that it? You have a rainbow wristband? Because I saw one.
Producer.
Right here.
Right there, I see you. Right, yes, you. Okay, this one?
Yeah.
All right, who else we got?
This guy in the back of the
This guy in the back with the glasses and this guy. Okay, cool. Sorry, it's not a rainbow wristband. It's your sleeves. Yeah, it's your sleeves. All right. Gotcha. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
yeah, here. What are your names, by the way? Sorry we didn't do this.
Yeah, we didn't do the names.
I'm Shelby.
Shelby.
I'm Robert.
Robert. All right, who we got over here?
I'm Gwen.
Gwen.
And I'm Brent.
And Brent.
Let's
Brent.
clap for our
Clap for our
friends.
friends.
There you go. That was beautiful.
I'm gonna move to story 4 and go down from there. Yeah.
Sorry?
All right. What?
There you go.
He's the garbage time.
All right, here we go. The first story in this list is parrot taken into custody by police in Brazil for trying to warn drug dealers of a raid. B, undercover cops posing as drug buyers arrested by undercover cops posing as drug dealers. Or C, man arrested after refusing to stop riding the airport conveyor belt. Here you go.
Okay, so the A is parrot.
Yep.
B are the undercover cops posing as drug dealers, and the undercover cops posing as drug sellers, right?
Yes,
Buyers,
yeah.
that's right. And then C is the airport conveyor belt dude.
Yep. All right.
All right, so do we have an answer?
Consensus?
Yeah, okay, over here.
I just really love that he's throwing that.
I know, it's so much fun.
Fantastic.
It's a good idea.
A.
Wait, so you guys think A is
think
the-
A.
okay.
All right.
C.
C, okay.
The correct
Discord.
Yep, the correct answer is C. Man arrested
is
after
right.
riding the airport conveyor
This side of the room.
belt. Something about this area over
It's
here.
the smoke. I think it's messing with their heads over on that side.
I think you're right, yeah.
It's billowing over.
They're just getting hungrier and hungrier as they stand there. It's distracting. That's what it is. All right, here we go. First story, herd of wild goats destroy award-winning topiary garden in the UK. B, Pennsylvania man receives prison sentence for shooting at fireflies he thought were alien lasers. Or C, Carl's Jr. will become the first major fast food chain to debut a cannabis-infused burger. All right, here we go.
So A is the wild goats. The B is the alien lasers, and C is the cannabis-infused burger.
There we go.
Are we?
All right, we reached a consensus. You're gonna have to go with the Batman this time.
Consensus reached? Consensus reached?
There you go.
All right, let's start with you guys.
Oh, that looks really like it hurts you.
I just realized you're impaled.
Yeah, do you need help?
Somebody call a doctor.
Yeah.
We're gonna go with C.
C, okay.
Got it.
We got
Okay.
C on that over there.
Being the false story.
A again.
A again.
All right.
Again. The correct answer is A.
Nice.
Ah, here we go.
Tiebreaker.
You're coming back. You're doing it. All right, this is the tiebreaker. This
rubber
is
match
this is the, well, hopefully.
A rubber
hopefully
match?
you pick different answers.
What's a rubber match?
That's the third in a series if it's side 1-1.
He was a jock in high
He's a
school.
daywalker now. He was a jock and now he does both things. He's a jock and a nerd. We've turned him. So great. We love you, Jacob.
I know. I love you too.
Men carry more. Okay, the first story. Men carry more germs in their beards than dogs carry in their fur. A study finds. B, a woman with a bag of walnuts and gun robs bank and states, "I have more nuts than you do." Or C, Arkansas men arrested for taking turns shooting each other while wearing bulletproof vests after drinking. Here we go.
All right, so A is the beer germs.
Uh-huh.
B is the bank robbers. And I have more nuts than you do.
We'll do this.
And C is the people that shot each other with bulletproof vests
All right.
while drinking.
Let's go. Let's come over to these guys.
All right, you guys consensus?
Yes.
Got it. All right, we're going to start with you guys. Consensus reached?
B. We're going with B.
Okay, B.
Back
The
to
nuts.
Oh.
A.
You're going with A.
Okay.
The correct answer is B. Woman with more nuts than you do.
Nice job, guys.
Excellent.
Good job, guys.
Thank you guys. All right, we'll do one more round of two truths and a lie. So if anybody wants to get in on this, we've got. Oh, is that like Starry Night on your
Hard to
dress?
see, kind of, yeah.
That's so cool. All right, we got one contestant. Who else wants to get up here and
Right
take
there,
a
that's
guess?
2.
Yes, let's do
Right
you.
here, that's 3.
Let's go. This guy over here is
Link's
coming.
already had a shot.
Link's had a shot.
He just wants more candy. I know you.
It's like I do love Starburst. All you have to do is talk to someone and say a letter. Come on. You can do yes! Let's give a round of applause for Violet.
Yes, I love you. You guys, when you yell, you need to be louder than her. Again, competitive. So I want them to like think we're having lots of fun. Yes, yes. If you walk out, you still have a voice. I will be disappointed.
Okay, so we've got Margaret.
Yes.
Margaret.
Amy.
Amy.
Reagan.
Reagan.
Will.
And
Will,
Will.
nice. Woo.
All right, we're going to make this happen. All right, here we go. First story, man accused of choking driver for singing Christmas songs in March.
That has to be real.
B, man convicted for sneaking into Seal Beach home and sucking woman's toes. Or C, Texas man wins world record for longest time laying on a vibrating bed. Which of these stories is false?
All right, 10 seconds. So you've got Christmas song singer in March. You've got the toe sucker. You have to do the vibrating bed.
You got your toe sucker there?
Toe sucker there, anyway?
Yeah, hey, Tater, you got the US. No, not doing it.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not doing it. All right, let's go.
Consensus reached?
All right.
Consensus here. Let's start with you guys.
C. 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 Okay. I feel like let them chuck it. Yeah.
A.
Okay.
Hey, all right. So the false story is Texas man wins world record for longest time laying on a vibrating bed.
Nice job, guys.
Very well done.
well done.
All right. Here we go. Round 2. It doesn't have to be, but we will make you fight to the death with a sharp object. All right, here we go.
Sword right there in her chest.
Yeah, you borrow that. It'll be fine. All right, first story. A, police arrest woman for driving drunk on vanilla extract. B, drug exec gave doctor a lap dance as part of fentanyl sales pitch. Or C, town in rural Oklahoma crowns Wyandotte chicken, Little Miss Ponca City. Wyandotte chicken? I don't know, is that a type of chicken? Wyandotte chicken, Little Miss Ponca City. Awesome. Okay, there we go. So we've got
So we got A is the vanilla extract drunk driver. B, we have lap dances for fentanyl sales pitch. And C, we have Little Miss Ponca City.
Yep.
For a chicken?
For a chicken. All right, have we reached consensus?
Gosh, it's like my own Foley board.
B!
Yes. Extra points.
A, okay.
So the correct answer is actually Town and Rural Oklahoma crowns Wyandotte Chicken.
We're going into overtime.
We're going into.
Well, no, it's 1-0 over here.
So we
Never
gotta,
mind.
you got this.
Not quite overtime yet.
I understand sports.
This is the part where they touch down.
We got a bingo back there.
All right, you got a good bingo.
Stop putting bingo.
Gosh, what are you doing? All right, here we go. First story. A, Walmart bans woman who rode cart while drinking wine from a Pringles can.
Walmart, right?
Am I right?
I just picture that. It's like a that would be so salty or like pizza flavored.
Come on, you never Walmart it before.
She's saying you put the bottle. So yeah,
Steven
okay.
is naive is a bingo square
I didn't
for
get that one
reasons.
either, okay.
Like, what? I didn't know this was a thing you did. I know it's a trick. Oh, but you know what? It makes sense. That'd be a really thin wine bottle, though. You know?
Who drinks Pringles?
Why would you?
That's like the most unnatural thing.
So we did have somebody say, "Get your soccer mom on."
Oh,
so maybe that's what it is.
That's
It's-
what it is.
You dump out the chips and then you fill it with wine and
Yeah,
say, "No, these are just chips for my son."
Yeah, but who drinks?
Oh, people get to the bottom and they pour them in their mouth, like when they're all crumbs.
There it
like
is.
there it is. So yeah, right?
Okay.
We all do that, you know. Like,
I like it enough, but sometimes the last couple you just mash them up.
yes, yes.
Cease off your wine.
That's how you do it. Oh my gosh! All right, so that was
Sour cream and wine.
yeah.
Oh.
Nothing about that sounds okay.
Skip.
Yeah, get out of here. Get out. Heathens.
All right, last one.
Yep. No, we still got two more.
Never mind.
stories. B. Man sues Piggly Wiggly after slipping in bathroom and getting head stuck in toilet for 2 hours. That's so you can't do that in the second floor of the Hilton because there are no toilets. Get right back out of there.
Oh, God.
C. Police hunt for man caught on camera licking family's doorbell for 3 hours. Are you gonna spit that every time we do this?
I should stop drinking while we're okay.
You're gonna break that computer there. Okay, so we've got the Pringles can driving drunk person. We've got the Piggly Wiggly bathroom stall.
Yep.
And then we have the doorbell licker.
The doorbell liquor.
Let's do it.
Consensus? All right.
All right.
How about you guys? All right. Let's hear it.
B.
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 B. All right.
Piggly Wiggly. Okay. We're going with C. Doorbell liquor.
The doorbell licker. The correct answer or the false story is B. Man sues Piggly Wiggly after slipping in bathroom. Thank you to all our contestants for playing to the lie with us.
You want to roll for the next one right quick? We can do a couple for like.
We're gonna do a couple. Okay. A huge shout out to my wife who made up all the fake stories. So all of those were her
Steffi.
just sitting on the floor one day going through our show notes and being like, that's cool, that's cool. Now I gotta make up a weird one. And she comes up with Piggly Wiggly
The bag of
bathroom.
walnuts. I just don't know what she
I
was
don't know
thinking.
where she, yeah, I think she was starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel for that one.
That's
So
our show.
we've got one more game for you guys, and this one's an improv game. So anybody that likes to think on their feet or is otherwise had a little too much to drink today
Little bitty
might really
Pringles.
enjoy it. So
Who
yeah,
has a Pringles can? Does anybody?
which one of you?
Oh,
Little Link's got
Link's
the
got
Pringles
everything
can.
going on.
He's doing it.
Do we want to give him a...
Yeah, we'll give
just
him
a
a
second.
Okay.
So what we've got is this game is called Super Zero. So my wife, also making up this game, has come up with adjectives and nouns. We put them together into a superhero that you then get to explain what your powers are, or otherwise do an impression of the said superhero once you get it. So there, you've got some pretty fun adjectives, some pretty fun nouns to throw together.
We're going to give you a quick...
Are we gonna do that?
You
Oh
want to?
gosh, I'm such a bad improver. Smash.
Well, I feel like if they have an example, we'll just do like real fast.
All right, here we go. Let's do one.
Oh, no, wait, we've got to roll a D&D dice. to
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
okay,
we
so-
have to do.
There's 20 on here, and we're rolling a d20.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's like critical miss is the worst adjective ever. Alright, here we go. Bloop. We got a 7. That's aggressive.
You had an 8 too.
I know, but I rolled it twice because he yelled something and distracted me.
Okay.
And 6 is raisin. So the aggressive raisin.
Okay.
So you improv that one since you did.
What? Okay.
You volunteered.
My God. Okay. So the aggressive raisin goes out as a grape into the sun and absorbs. Oh my God, I'm bad at this.
Are you afraid yet?
I mean, anyway, so aggressive. What the hell does an aggressive raisin do?
It's supposed to be a superhero.
Yeah.
What's the aggressive raisin superhero?
He's way too brutal.
Sacrifices himself for your skin by absorbing the rays of the sun?
That's not very aggressive. That's like really nice for mankind.
That's true, yeah, I don't
Yeah.
He sucks all the bad energy out of the bad guys and turns them into raisins.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. That
That's
was a
like-
better example.
That was, yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna sit down. You can host this show.
Do you usually want to roll it and then chuck it at somebody of your volunteers?
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's a great idea. All right,
I
let's
get
do
it,
this. Let's
professional.
do this. All right, we've got 4. I know what that one is. 11. The sweaty cactus. Sweaty cactus. Link wants to be the sweaty cactus.
Ooh, Link wants to be the sweaty cactus. Here you go, Link. Just fast now.
There
Nice
we
catch.
go. What does the sweaty cactus do, Link?
The sweaty cactus sits in the desert all day getting really sweaty, and then whenever he goes up to his opponents, he just like speeds across the sand because he's so sweaty and then stinks
That's
them.
actually really cool. I love it. I love what you've done. That was
Nice.
the sweaty job. Like,
Still better than mine.
still better. I
wanna roll
what
one.
if we get? What if I'm trying to think of? Last time we played this, we had 2 people come
Yeah,
up, and
and
we
then you
had
have
to
to-
figure
yeah,
out
okay.
who won.
Let's get
Never
2
mind.
volunteers
Let's
this
do.
time.
Let's do 2.
Okay, Link, hold on one
Yeah.
second.
No, we can.
Here.
Oh, yay!
And then let's get one more. Right there. Come on up.
Yay!
All right, so this time what we're going to do is we're going to have a competition. A competition. So you're each going to get a superhero, and you're going to describe your superhero, and then the audience is going to vote on which superhero they like the best. All right. Steve?
We're consulting our documentation.
Oh, okay. Consult documentation.
I mean, who's gonna go first?
I can go first.
Alright,
You're
so
gonna go
you've
first.
got
You are the board chef.
board chef. Ready?
It had to be a hero?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you feel like really does.
Okay.
Miker. Okay.
I'm a villain. I think much better name for a villain, the bored chef. So what I do is, when I get bored, there's something that takes hold of me. And I must seek for the person to make my meat pies. Human meat pies. It's like a Jekyll and Hyde that just when that boredom takes over me.
There you go. Nice.
Modern day version of Sweeney Todd right here.
Well done.
All right.
Do not get on her bad side, apparently.
This guy's got the most punk rock vest ever. Very nice, sir. I love it. So I already rolled this one, so I was prepared. You, sir, are the hungry mortician.
All right, well,
Okay, 10 seconds, go.
all right, well, the Hungry Mortician, obviously, this is a fella. He is a hero. He's the guy who comes in after your big battles, and he takes care of all the collateral damage. These guys are the biggest heroes because that damage can cause disease, can spread all sorts of illnesses throughout our societies, and the mortician, the guy, he eats all the bodies and.
Are you sure that's not a crow? Alright.
Okay.
So, we need to vote.
So we
By
got Sweeney
applause.
Todd
So, and Sweetie Todd. And the crow.
and Hannibal Lecter.
Well done.
Good job, guys.
Great job, guys. That's awesome.
We need 2 more.
We need 2 more.
2 more.
2 more.
Link, hold off one
Link,
second.
hold on.
Let's go.
Let's get this guy.
Right here.
All right, we got him.
Well, hold on, wait, right there.
You got anybody else?
There you go. Come on. There we go. There we go. All right, what's your name?
Aubrey.
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 Okay.
Meet you, Aubrey.
John.
John.
Nice. Okay.
Here we go. Aubrey's gonna go first.
All right, sweet. I've already rolled them out, so
Okay.
we're ready. The Oblivious Elbow. Aubrey, you are the Oblivious Elbow.
10 seconds, go.
All right, the Oblivious Elbow is a superhero who has giant elbows. but he's oblivious to everything. So one could say he wants to be a hero, but he ends up hurting people instead.
So me in high school.
Are his elbows so big they knock people out as he's walking by? Is that what it is? Okay, got it.
I imagine like the Three Stooges ladder skit, where like they're just like, spinning around everywhere, just knocking people over with his elbows. I love it. All right. You are the worried grandma.
I feel like you need to do a voice for this one.
My superpower is to keep everyone safe by thinking about the worst possible scenario. In every situation, buckle your seatbelts, even though we're still in the parking lot. Put on your shoes inside the house, please. Watch out for the wall when the lights are on.
And my round of applause, Aubrey.
We've got the elbow man, and we definitely have worried grandma here. I think that's pretty obvious. I'm just kidding. Great job, Aubrey.
Good job, guys.
Oh, that was super fun.
We have time for one more.
No, I think we're 5 minutes, so
we're 5
we've got to
minutes.
start wrapping it up. Because they're going to kick us out at some point and tell us we can't use microphones anymore. But that won't stop us because we're live every Thursday night on Twitch at twitch.tv/2dorkstv, where you'll find us doing this kind of shenanigans, except without the live thing, because we're not like sitting in front of an audience full of people.
We should just go to Starbucks, like, hey, you want to volunteer for something?
Yeah. But we're live with the chat room because the chat is live.
We
Look at all these
interact
support
with the chat.
people. Like, we met.
They're in our chat.
We've met these people here at Dragoncon 2 years ago, Zafo and Kelly, who are amazing.
Kelly Lynn Colby, amazing artist
Kelly Lynn Colby.
and author.
She's a writer. She's amazing. And they have been with us hanging out, and they're part of the reason any of this works and is super fun to do. Speaking of Kelly, she is actually a publisher. We've got an anthology of stories coming out in November where all the proceeds go to Toys for Tots. We're not affiliated with Toys for Tots, but we're giving all the money that comes from this anthology of short stories.
The bingo square.
Oh, Laundered anthology. The Legion of Dorks presents Laundered, an anthology of monster messes. You can pre-order it on Amazon right now. Yeah, and it's a fantastic group of stories written by us and some other external submissions.
Authors.
And we're just big fans of writing and art and creating stuff, man. Like, that's what we all want to do. So Kelly has been awesome at helping us get books and stuff published. And she's actually an editor, takes submissions for these things, and works with them for you.
It's not about me. Do the Twitch.
It's
Number 2.
We need adults.
the number 2 on Twitch.
Number 2.
Yeah.
He can't, there's no toilet seats.
We went full circle. Look at that. Yeah, remember, the number 2 Dorks TV. But yeah, so we've got another anthology coming out soon we're going to be taking submissions for called Horizon. So if you really have you're itching to write a story about epic journeys, you should totally do it. Sci-fi stuff, fantasy stuff, Western stuff, whatever
Can't
you've
find
got
a
in
toilet
your
seat in
head.
space.
But we've got rules for that. But if you want that book, you can head over to twodorks.net/book and you can pre-order it, which is a really simple, easy way to do that. And
Discord.
oh yeah, man.
Join our Discord.
Like, yeah, Discord's, we're all about some big communities, man. Like, we love people who are just out to have fun and do some stuff and talk to us, play games and stream, and we group up and wow.
I was like, why? I mean, people really like Discord.
We love Discord, yeah. But dude, twodorks.net/Discord will get you into our goofy little community where we like to have a lot of fun. So we usually end the show with words of wisdom. And I think this one is definitely something we should talk about. Jodie Foster once said, "Normal is not something to aspire to, it's something to get away from." Which I really think is cool. And kind of, Jacob, you're amazing because that really lines up on what Dragoncon's all about. Like, get away from the normal, go do something really fun.
Wear a suit of armor.
You know, we can come out here, man. Like, this place is so cool. Every time I come here, I'm running into people who are incredibly friendly, trying to help you get where you need to go, and, like, I rarely have a negative interaction at Dragoncon. Maybe I'm just really lucky, but I think that's happened to me, and I know, Jacob, this is his first year.
First year.
Yay, Son's first year, too.
So, like, it's amazing. We just have such an awesome space here just to be who we are and just go out and do amazing things. So, like, I think my words of wisdom is just, like, throw some good vibes out there like a boomerang. Like, when you throw them out, they come back. So just go do something great for other people. If you see somebody needs some help, swing by and go, hey, you doing okay? You need anything? Somebody
In that voice, preferably.
Yes, yeah, you have to say it like that, and they'll feel better immediately. Or they'll be like, what? Go away. That's really creepy. Hasn't happened to me yet, That's good. It's good. But thank you guys so much for coming. We're going to go ahead and wrap up so we don't run over. But we have had a blast. You guys are amazing.
Yeah. Again, give yourself a hand of applause, whatever. Just clap.
We've got a ton of stickers up here, and everybody who won bingo, swing by and we'll find something to give you. Okay,
Numbered order, okay,
good. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for hanging with us.
Yeah, you guys are
amazing.
amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. That was fun.
Did you win bingo? Are you number 1 to win bingo? Who was the first one to win?
Who's number 1 bingo?
I gotta hear who's number 1 bingo.
Hey, what's up? I didn't see you.
Oh,
I'm so cool.
Who had
You're
number 1
so
bingo?
sweet. Jacob.
These are the ones who did great acts of kindness. We can do those things.
I'm some diabetes on us. Thank you so much for hanging out. You're amazing. Do you know the really cool trading cards thing?
Grab a t-shirt.
Yeah, okay, do you want the... Hold on. What am I doing?